the top of him. Now it's the short stack that's come over the top of him.
Good karma. I raised to show you had a big hand.
And then I re-raised it to show you that I had a bigger hand.
Yeah, but you lie a lot.
Oh, it's coming back to bite me.
J.C. Musa would like to see wing his cards right into the muck.
I think we're coin flipping here.
Maybe.
Never been so wrong. You're way out in front.
Oh, Tree is going to make the call, and this could spell doom for J.C. Musa here.
What took you so long?
Big difference in prize money between fifth place and first, over $1.4 million. So a lot on the line right now for J.C. Musa.
Flop comes up 10-6 deuce. No help for J.C. Musa.
J.C.'s going to have to catch a 9 to take the lead. 2 running cards to make it straight.
Here comes the turn card.
Well, King of Hearts. Now that eliminates one of the outs for J.C. there. The 9 of Hearts will not win the pot for him now. So he's got to catch one of the other 2 9s. Otherwise, he's going to be out in fifth place.
Going down to the river. Can J.C. get lucky?
5 of Hearts. So Tree has made a heart flush. He is going to win this pot.
So no luck for the cash game player, J.C. Musa, out in fifth place, picking up $321,000. Guess he can afford to get that other arm inked up.
I thought I actually had the best hand when he took so long to call, then I saw his hand. What the hell?
We are down to 4 players at the LA Poker Classic. We're coming back with more action on the World Poker Tour.
My strategy is I just want to go in there and play my game. I'm trying to minimize my mistakes and try to take some chips here and there. And you just got to play your best game and put on your game face and do your thing.
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. We are down to 4 players. The winner tonight going to take home $1.8 million.
Boy, big money, and they are playing fast. They're gambling here at the Commerce Casino. Let's go to the table.
Well, there you can see our chip leader is the Hungarian Andras Koroknai. He's got $5.3 million in chips. The venture capitalist from Canada, Tree Huing, in second place with $3.5 million. Raymond Doleman in third place, $3.3 million. And in fourth place, Gavork Kazabian, $2.6 million.
All right, to the action we go. Andras Koroknai now with a pair of 9s, first to act. He's going to raise it, makes it $150,000 to go. Into Dr. Gavork, who quickly folds. The wingman with a king 6. Also going out.
Well, now Raymond Dolan looks down at ace queen out of the big blind. Pretty big hand in a 4-handed poker game.
All right.
Well, he announces raise.
There's Raymond's brothers. Famous Tim Fan.
One of the truly great all-around poker players in the world.
Well, Dolan's going up. He's going to make it $325,000 back into the Hungarian Beach Boy.
Cool.
Well, he's been called. So over $700,000 in the pot right now. And the flop is queen 3 deuce, a dream flop right there for Raymond Dolan as he's flopped top pair with top kicker.
And he's first to act. And he's putting the chips out there. $385,000.
Well, now if you're sitting in Andras' seat, you're saying to yourself, is this guy just making a continuation bet? I'm going to call him with my 2 9s and find out.
Got to keep him honest. Here comes the turn card. This could get expensive.
Well, now the board pairs deuces. Action back on Raymond. Well, he is reaching for more chips, and you can't blame him.
Yeah, an additional, looks like $550.
Now, once again, you're sitting in Andras' seat, and you're saying, does this guy really have my 2 9s beat? Does he have a flush draw?
He's not going anywhere. He's making this call.
Is he just making another move? Does he think I have a flush draw? Well, now an ace comes off. So Raymond now has the top 2 pair. And even though his hand's improved, I'm not sure the value of his hand has improved because his opponent might fear he's got an ace high in his hand.
Yep, he's going to put out heavy money. $880,000. The manager of the family restaurant, Raymond Dolan. By the way, the restaurant, the name of it is Com Tom Pham Cow Rays.
Just say a Vietnamese restaurant, please.
Okay.
Meantime, all Andras can beat right now, after a third bet by Raymond, is just a stone cold bluff. Do you want to gamble another $880,000 if the guy's just bluffing you? He's got to be thinking to himself, would the guy really fire on the flop, fire on the turn, and fire on the river if he had nothing? He lays down the 2 nines, a good laydown finally by Andras, but it took him a while to get there. And there you see Tim Fan and the brothers all cheering for their man. The youngest of 10 brothers and sisters, Raymond Dolan, takes down that pot.
Yeah.
Well, Vince, we have come down to crunch time in this tournament. I'm talking about crunch time because it's big money now for all these guys. The next guy gets $450,000. Runner-up gets over $1 million. Winner gets nearly $1.8 million. We are talking about mega bucks now, folks.
Well, this tournament's going to make 2 new WPT Poker-Made millionaires tonight.
That's for sure.
Let's go back to the felt. Right back on Raymond. Things are going his way. Quickly folds. But the Hungarian beach boy, Andras Karoknai, stares down at an ace-jack. Going to try to shake off that last hand.
Just got burned a minute ago with 2 nines.
But he's going to stick out the chips, makes it $145,000. Into Dr. Gavork. He's not a doctor, I just like saying that. He's got a king 8 of spades.
Well, Vince, what's happened is he's just sitting back, and these guys seemingly are playing every pot, raising almost every pot. And he's finally going to make a stand here with the king 8 of spades. Yeah. He's going to call him.
And now Tree Wing with just a queen 3 of diamonds. Look at this. He's going to try to steal this.
Well, he's putting on what we call a squeeze play. One guy raises, the next guy calls. Now he's going to come over the top.
He makes it $500,000 to go. Back on the Hungarian. Andras considering this.
Totally.
Wow. He's gone all in with an ace-jack.
Dr. Gabor quickly folding.
Vince, he's going all in against a guy that's got $3.3 million in chips.
Oh, don't worry. I fold.
Tree Wing, sickened by that, says he has to fold.
Well, Vince, what action we're seeing here at the Commerce tonight.
The tree was chopped down right there. Stay tuned. We're coming back with more exciting action here on the World Poker Tour. Tonight's World Poker Tour brought to you by FullTiltPoker.net. Welcome back to the World Poker Tour with the LA Poker Classic, where 4 players remain, and the blinds are going up to 40 and 80,000.
Current chip leader is Raymond Dolan with over $5 million in chips. What's astonishing to me, that as much prize money is at stake here for these guys, they are not holding back. They are all really gambling it up here right now.
All right, to the pit we go. Dr. Gavor quickly folding his hand. Tree Wing now with just a 10 deuce, but he does not care. He's going to bump it up.
Oh, Vince, I'm astonished how aggressive Tree has been here. He's the amateur at the table, venture capitalist, but he is playing boldly here at this final table tonight.
Makes it 160, and right behind him, restaurant manager Raymond going out.
Over to Andras. He just has a 7-5 offsuit, but the raise was just the minimum raise from the 80,000 big blind to 160,000. So with 320,000 in there, Andras feels like he's getting a good price to make the call for 80,000 more. And the flop comes Jack 10-6, all diamonds.
Tree Wing gets a piece of that pair of 10s. The Hungarian checks first.
Tree checks also with 2 10s and a flush draw.
4 spades on the turn.
Now Andras has an open-in straight draw and a bigger flush draw.
And he's coming out to bet. 235.
Now if you're Tree, you're saying, well, I've got a pair of 10s here, but in case that's no good, I've also got a flush draw.
Well, he's called it. We're going down to the river.
Sometimes you don't know what to wish for in the river. A diamond is not it right now.
They both hit their flushes.
Andras, believe it or not, has the biggest flush with the 5 of diamonds.
But he's going to check it. Wing, no shenanigans, checks as well.
And flush.
And a wise check by Tree. Andras Karoknai is going to take it down.
To the delight of the Hungarian Beach Boys. Came out from Hungary, rented a beach house in Redondo Beach, California, and they've been partying ever since.
These guys came to town for a vacation, decided to play a little poker at the Commerce, played a satellite, got in, could take down this tournament.
Okay, next hand, Raymond Dolan with a 9-7. The restaurant manager, only 23 years old, By the way, how do you become the manager if you have 9 brothers and sisters? Wouldn't you be doing the dishes instead?
Well, that's what you were doing at 14 and 15 and 16. Now you've been there a long time, so you move up to manager.
All right, well, he likes his hand here a little bit. He's going to raise with a 9-7. Makes it $200,000. Right behind him, Andres with a king-jack, though.
Yep, he's got Kojak.
And he's going to stick out more chips. Makes it $550,000. Dr. Gavork going out.
Doesn't just call with the king jack, comes right over the top with it for another $350,000.
Raymond calls.
He wants to see a flop. He's in position on the guy. He's got more chips than the guy. So let's see if he can get lucky on the flop. Here it comes. What's come ace jack 7 with 2 spades. So Andras has flopped second pair.
And he's first to act. And he's going to get aggressive. He's going to put more chips out there. $675,000. Just like that.
Well, Raymond's got bottom pair. He's also got a backdoor flush and a backdoor straight draw, but right now just has 2 7s. His brother Tim sitting there saying, be careful here, be careful.
Yeah, this is a good muck. He gets away.
But what aggression we're seeing by Andras. He said he believes in aggressive play like all the good European players, and that's his style.
Well, he's now the chip leader again. We're coming back with more action on the World Poker Tour. Stay with us.
I think poker is very, very similar to business. In business, when you start up, you want to build a company, you have to have a plan. Just like in poker, when you get dealt 2 cards, you really should come up with a plan of how to play the hand. When I'm playing poker, everything I do, it's pure strategy from my point of view. I'm trying to think, how do I get their money? In business, I'm trying to think, well, how do I build and how do I get money?
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. How do I get the money? Venture capitalist, Ponzi scam, it's all the same to me. What is he talking about?
Well, Vince, his plan is very simple. Just keep firing at the pots. That's his plan. He's got no other plan that I've seen, but give him credit for that. He is not afraid to put his chips out there.
He's a tough player. Back to the felt we go. Andras with a quick fold. And now Dr. Gavork with a king-jack with the button. He's going to raise.
He's going to be feeling left out of the action here so far.
Yeah, very
He's finally going to get in it and raise with a king-jack.
Makes it 175 to go.
So he looks down at a nonchalant 6-deuce.
500.
But he's going to come over the top, make it $500,000 to go. This guy's unbelievable.
He really is. Raymond Dolan going out, so it's back on Dr. Gavork.
I bet you can just see the frustration in his face. His face is actually turning red here out of aggravation. The way these guys are gambling it up here at this final table. He's going to make the call and look at a flop, though.
King-jack versus 6-deuce. Here we go.
Here comes a flop. Well, it's 9-5-deuce with 2 diamonds, so Tria's flop bottom pair here.
No luck for Dr. Gavork. And Tria's first to act.
Well, you re-raise with a 6-deuce. You hit bottom pair. What do you do now?
How much do you have left, George?
I don't think you put your opponent on a big pair here because he didn't raise you back before the flop. So maybe you just put him on 2 big cards like he's got.
There's Dr. Gavork's family in the audience. He's a local, tough professional.
All in.
But Tria's got to go all in with this.
This is unbelievable.
Oh,
Just a great bet here by Tree. No way he can get called by Gavork. And the aggravation and frustration continues for Gavork at this final table.
oh boy. He's finally got to muck his hand. It's like Dr. Gavork would just like to exterminate himself here. Just can't make anything happen.
Okay.
Big hand, man. Big hand. I was just afraid you might suck
Vance, what about this venture capitalist from Canada? This guy is an amateur player, got in this tournament on a $1,000 satellite. The venture capitalist he's risked for this tournament is going to prove to be very worthwhile wherever he finishes.
Back to Raymond Dolan's hand. This time he's going to squeeze a 10-7. Elects to fold. And now the Hungarian beach boy on